One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Boise State Broncos offense has the ball first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Pulls it in. It's Riley. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to... Makes the catch! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in... Here with a first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Kent State's offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's caught! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Plenty of distance between them and this. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Riley. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Release to the back. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, a lot of space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Marshall pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, thundering herd football. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And those 2 couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. With the catch, it's Sherrod. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. A shot toward the end zone. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down.
Timeout, Boise State.
He'll go to the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy, quarterback sneak.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The give is to Garcia. There he goes.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Berry. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. The Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, Dave?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The short hands, it's Marshall. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. Throws to the wideout. The quick out. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Boise State. And they take it in for 6 more points. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Quarterback now breaking the field. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Across the 45. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Broncos racing to the line in a hurry up. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incomplete.
He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Golden Flashes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to Garcia. Spins away from the defense. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Golden Flashes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Golden Flashes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. This time on target. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Steamrolls his way ahead. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Snap it to the back. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Golden Flashes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Golden Flashes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Let's go!
Looking to throw for it. That's it fly. Touchdown, Kent State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. Quick completion on the out. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep
going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series and they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And the comeback is on.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're by 11 to Middle Tennessee. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. At the 45 on his way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hauls it in. Inside the 35. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
To the air, it's Madsen. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Golden Flashes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. He's got it and still on his feet. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe.
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Boise State, 35. Kent State, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. That's caught. It's Martin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Berry. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
Wants to go up top. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll give it to the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And that is how we will wrap this one up. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.